Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have Bronze 2 Division Singles. This is a A-side match from the 24th Western BCA 8-Ball Championships. We are coming at you live from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon. Right on the Oregon coast. It's been beautiful on the coast this week. Beautiful weather, beautiful coastline. And thank you, Chinook Winds Casino Resort, for everything you do for the Western BCA and for the pool community. Our stream sponsors, cheapcues.com. Use coupon code RAILBIRDS and get you a 10% discount on most cues, cases, and accessories. Sorry, but that does not apply to predator or poison products. We also have some other sponsors. Be sure to patronize, give them your business whenever possible. They help support us. They sponsor these live streams, so you can show your appreciation for the streams by giving them your business whenever possible. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, you will not get notified when we go live. You won't get notified when we upload new videos. And be sure to share. Sharing is caring. All right, we are your hosts, Kevin and Sherry Ross. Thank you for watching.
Welcome, welcome.
So, in the battle arena, we have Chris Brogan at the table now versus Angie Gibson.
We got Action Jackson.
It's Action Chris.
Oh, Action Chris.
And Action Angie.
Okay. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here. All right, so Sherry's going to step out and Summerfield's going to be stepping back in just a minute. But for the time being, you got just me. All right, Chris at the table. And not the greatest of spread on these breaks. Chris Robbins, yes, we started. All right, Chris looking at this. Cut on the 10 up to the corner. Oh, wow, that was a heck of a try. And I think he had a shot on the 9, had that ball gone. That was a very nice attempt there. All right, it's going to bring Angie Gibson to the table. Not much here for Angie to work with. He's back cutting this one to the corner. Tough shot, good effort. Oh, get out of there, cue ball. All right. All right, so obviously he has a pretty easy 10 ball to start with, just trying to figure out how to make sense of this mess down here. Well, he's got a shot on the 9. Not an easy shot. 9 in the side, and man, that might even send that 2 ball at the 8. So you got to be careful of that. Man, it's just not looking friendly at all. Hey, Summerfield, welcome back.
Hey, thank you. Well, man, after the excitement of that last one, it's going to be tough to compete with.
Yeah, that was a nice thrill finish there.
Yes, it was.
And they were nice enough to finish it in 1 set, not go 2 sets.
Yep, that could have been a long one. Going
right.
for a while.
All right, just safety by Chris, just knocking some of his, trying to get his stripes out of there. The 2 does not pass the 8. Left a long shot on that 4 to the corner if Angie wants to take it on. But now she may just want to just knock this 2 to the other side of the 8, kind of blocking the pocket over there.
I'm not so sure she won't try to pocket this ball. It's blocked, but she's got a piece of a pocket.
Well, yeah, now that I take a closer look at this.
I'm just looking right down the barrel over here, and
Yeah,
I think she might go for
I'm
it.
taking a little bit closer look, and it might have just
Well, the line she's
enough
chosen,
room.
I don't think she's going to.
Might have just enough room to squeak through there.
I'm
And
not sure she got a rail.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I don't think she got a rail.
Yeah, it's a foul. They're asking to go to the replay. I don't know if we're allowed to say anything.
Now that it's after the fact, I can do the replay.
Yeah.
Now that he's already taken ball in hand.
We can confirm or deny.
Confirm or deny. So let me.
Yep, I'm almost positive.
Yeah, let's have a quick look here at the replay. Yep, that is definitely no rail.
No rail. Man, you are quick at that.
I'm getting better.
He's playing off that too, huh? Well, that's a bold shot right there. If it goes, he solved a problem, and that's good. Boy, that's an ugly little cluster. I would really want to send my balls out of that area. She's going to come straight across. Good chance of breaking that 3 out right now. Plays it nice and delicate. I might try and, play that 3 and just sit there.
Yeah, just start opening things up a little. Get the 3 out of there.
She's like me. She likes to shoot at the open ones. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve any problems for you.
But, it doesn't solve any problems for Chris either. So maybe she's just happy to just leave it all messed up, let Chris try to deal with it. And
yep, patience
hope
can
he,
be a virtue.
Hope he fails, and then you can just come in and clean up.
Mm-hmm. Chris is probably playing for this 12 ball next. Maybe he's just going for this breakout. I wouldn't blame him for it at all. He's on the backside of this 12, which is a good place to be for the breakout also. Come crashing in there, though, a lot of things can happen.
The 8 looks relatively safe, like that 13 3 or that 15 3, 12 11 3, 11 3. Yeah, I'm new to this game. No, that's a 13. I was right the first time. That is a 13 3. That's orange. It didn't look like it was lined up at the 8, so he could have gone crashing into it, and it looked like the 8 would have been relatively safe from being sent into the pocket.
Well, I think he's probably going to try and pocket this 15, pop out for the 14. Is that what you were saying? He's not looking at shooting it. I think he's just looking at getting that 14 out of there. I think he likes his ball in the way of that 8 ball.
I'm thinking that's probably what he likes. Just start getting things into a little better position. Yeah, there's not much chance of running out here. Just get your balls into a better position.
Whoa, he just drilled that bank.
Yeah, he called it
That
too.
was awesome.
And, well, he does have a shot in this 13 to the corner. It sure
Yes,
looks
he
to
does.
me. It sure looks to me like that 13 goes. It's really close to
It
that
is
three,
close.
but I think it goes. So just when I said not much of a chance of a run out, he's like, "Oh yeah, hold my beer.
And
Tell
watch
me I
this.
can't run out."
Bam. Firing that ball.
If he makes his 13 and draws back a little and gets good in this 15, he's out.
I think you're right. And yeah, I don't think you have a choice. You got to shoot that ball. You're not going to get any better on it trying to work off the 15. He wants to shoot it somewhere else. I think he's afraid of that 4 ball. But that pocket is wide open.
Yeah, sure looks to me like that 13 goes, especially from the overhead.
Maybe he's afraid of contact in the 3 first.
Looks that might be what he's worried about, but I don't think that's an issue.
Oh,
Oh
I
boy.
don't think he's going to like that better.
Negative.
That's a tricky shot. Well, we're going to see a 1-rail kick into that 13, and that 8 ball is looming in front of that pocket. But I don't think it's wired to make the ball. I do think it's wired to hit the 8 ball, but not into the hole. Which one over here is Lana and which one's Trina?
Uh,
The gal in the hat, just the person that is coming to the table now didn't win.
oh, okay. So that would be the person at the table now is Trina.
Okay, so Lana got another one. Oh, see, I look away for 1 minute.
Yeah, we're looking at the bonus stream to get the score over there all settled. And all right, so ball in hand for Angie. I want to start with something like this 2 or the 5 or
2 or
something.
the 5, yeah.
Or if you're gonna shoot the 7, is there a way to even break out that 8? Move the 8 while shooting the 7?
I think she's just trying to block the pocket,
Well,
taking it away.
I think
She
she
says
has.
no.
I think she has succeeded. He's gonna have to probably like spin down into these to try to move things over, to try to move things around a little.
And I think you can. I don't think you run any risk of popping the 8 in there from there. So, yep, you hit this ball with some high inside, and you're going to get down and hopefully nudge it out. Have a shot.
High inside, little chin music.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a hanger, though. Yeah, I think he's going to shoot it, though. Oh, banking it. There you go. Well, he has reclaimed the pocket. I don't think it's going to be to his advantage, but
No.
nothing will pass that until the 13 goes in.
Yeah, just start moving like that 2 and the 5. Just start moving those others. So just you can just like bank the 5 to the other side of the table. Let the cue ball roll in behind the 2. So that really just takes away all of the kicking lanes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, knock out a 4 ball while you're there.
Just start taking some of these balls off the table,
Yeah,
or not. Just play safe up table.
nice and easy. It's not an easy hit from there. Not a whole lot of room to work with. I mean, he can 1-rail kick.
Nah, I'm just tie up more solids. Push the 3 in there even tighter with everything, and
Get it all in there.
and hope to get a better chance to move your 13.
You don't think like a blazing Z cut into the 13 to back kick it off the 8 ball in the pocket?
I'm digging in for the long haul here.
I think you're probably right about that.
And I think that's what he's doing. Looks like he's aiming at the 3. So he might be just trying to break things open.
He also might just try to pocket his ball, open it up, and say,
it's all open.
If you're going to run it out, do it now.
He's like, all right, I dare you to try to run these out. And if you miss, I hope you leave me an 8.
Please leave me the shot. There we go.
Right, she called safe. And that 1, to me, looks like that 1's like right in the path of the kick.
Yeah.
Or you're pretty close to it.
It looks like he's just going to try to knock it out into the open. It's kind of tough to not scratch.
Yeah, just get this 8 out in the open. Oh, we got to hit harder than that to get it out in the open. That is not a loss.
No.
It's just ball in hand foul, not an automatic loss.
Yep, and I think shoot that 5 ball out of the way of the 2 and sit right there if you can. Or run out. Angie's a patient player, though. I don't think she's going to rush this.
No, she has shown some patience.
Yeah, let the nerves work for you, not against you. Let them miss a few hits and make a few mistakes. Calling safe. Just don't want to follow too forward there. Ooh.
Ooh, what a mess.
Locked down. You can make a hit. Well, and if you wanted an opportunity to get it out in the open, here's his opportunity. Not a lot to do from there. You can kick under this 8 ball and kick up towards the corner pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kicking it either at whoa.
What do we get there?
Easy with the got an earthquake here, man. They really rocked those lights over there. Holy cow.
Ooh.
All right.
Almost a kick 2 railer.
All right, that 8 is out in the open now.
Yes, it is. Let's see what she can do with it. It's a thin piece of the 2, but I kind of like taking the 2 ball here. Just getting that out of your way. If not, the 5 over for the 2. It's going a different way, taking that 1 ball, get the ducks out of the way. Now the 2 ball is the shot. Maybe she's feeling better about the 5. Playing safe again.
She just called safe.
Ooh.
She's cutting in the 2. That's she's gonna leave a shot on the 8. No, she didn't call safe. She called the 2. Okay. I swore I heard her call. I swore she was calling safe.
I thought she did too.
And she
must have had 2 fingers up.
She called the 2. Okay.
Well, she fired that ball like she knew what she was doing for sure.
Yeah,
Gosh darn it.
She has a shot on the 7, but she's going to have to either like really slow roll this and leave a thin cut on the 3, or
I think she's got to run around. Well, my money here is on her banking that 3 ball right up. Oh, she's cutting it.
She's cutting it.
Nice. Rooting for you, Angie. Oh, playing the 4-railer.
Is it going to get in the way? Is it going to get in the way? Is it going to get there?
Oh, my gosh, it almost did,
It did not get there.
That was online for the 4-railer.
It was online for the 4-railer.
Yeah, that's a tricky shot. All right, Chris stepping to the table. Get this first game under his belt. Here's hoping. It's still a long shot. Oh, get in there. Gosh darn it.
Angie's still alive this game.
Yes, she is. I am so tempted when I take this shot to cut it into the side and I end up overrunning the 8-ball, but
No, you're straight in the corner. Just shoot a stop shot, cut the 8 in.
yeah, but if I cut it in there, it comes back and it's right by the ball, and so it makes me feel good. Now you're a table length away. But I should be more confident shooting these shots. Just roll that ball in. Oh,
This is going to land not easy. Oh, well, okay. I thought it was going to land a little tougher than this.
yeah.
It's still a missable shot, though.
Yes, it is. You still got to make this ball. I definitely like to carry forward on this one.
Oh, yeah, just roll
That
it.
8-ball's far enough past the side that.
Yeah, just roll it in. You could shoot it with draw to miss the side pocket, but that makes the pocket smaller when you hit it like that.
Oh gosh, that is so painful.
I think Angie's going to handle this one.
Yep, the nerves are a very real thing here. You're playing in a big tournament, and these guys are playing on the TV table. It's exciting. I mean, you play in one of these 80 tables, and you're like, man, I wish I was playing on the TV table. And then you get here, and it's a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, careful what you wish for.
Yep.
All right, Angie,
Good shot there,
the
Angie.
first game. Action Angie.
Action Angie. I like it.
All right, our winners of the gold Scotch doubles celebrating with some drinks.
Yeah, beginning their celebration. They are just thrilled. That's a huge win.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
You know, what, $2,700 and some dollars for first
That's so cool.
to split between them? That's pretty nice.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we got a good draw in Scotch doubles, but, man, we had a really good run at it, too. Would have liked to have been there. But, boy, those players played really, really well.
Yeah, you were in the gold Scotch doubles too, right?
It was, yeah.
And how did you do? How far did you guys get?
We ended up 5th, 6th.
Ah, so in the money.
Yeah.
Right on.
We got some really fortunate rolls to be there. I mean, a race to 4 can be such a quick race.
It
and
can.
Just little teeny things can tell the tale. We won a bunch on the hill, and we were down 0-2 in a lot of matches. But my partner played really, really well. And, yeah, we got some good rolls to get there.
So you're saying she carried you?
She did. My mother actually said, no, sometimes she carried you and sometimes you carried her. And I think the former is probably more true than the other. All right, Chris here to break. Looks like he's lining up for a second ball break. Hit a little deep on that. Might have been a third ball break. Got another tough cluster to work with, but he did make a ball.
Yep, and it is still open after the break, no matter what you make.
I think I like solids here. That 3-ball does cut in the side. 7 ball's your only ball really tied up, and it cuts down in the corner. It seems like stripes would be the easy answer, but I like solids.
Yeah, I'm looking for breakout opportunities because they're both not the greatest. But like I say, the 3 goes and the 7 goes, but you know you got to get on them.
Yeah. Yeah, the cue ball control is gonna tell a lot about this match. I personally like to draw off this 2-ball and leave myself for the 1. Looks like he's lining up for the 13 here. And I think stripes are a great option, too. Nothing really oh, nope. I was wrong.
Oh, is it going to get there for the 3?
Negative. Not on the 3.
Are you sure? I think he's shooting the 3.
Man, he's got better eyes or a better stroke than me. I think he's trying to cut the 7-ball.
No, I'm pretty sure he's shooting a
coming
three.
No way can he see that. Holy cow.
Way.
Way. Totally way. Well, I figured out that he has better eyes and a better stroke than I do already. Got a celebration going on next to us.
Yeah. Yeah, they deserve it.
Yeah, that was a big bracket too. I'm not sure how many teams, but been going since Sunday. That's a long tournament.
All right. Well, the main cluster is opened up now. Stripes are looking good now. Start with this 11 to clear the way for the 9.
She likes the 14.
She probably can't reach the 11.
Yeah, that is a big reach across the table. There you go. Claim that pocket, block the 1 ball. Pretty sure you'd rather be shooting that 1 than the 3 ball. Yeah, I think he's going to cut that 3. I don't think the 4 ball passes the 5. Pretty sure not. 3 ball gets you down maybe for the 7. I don't know if the 7, I don't think it passes the 11 either.
You want to get that 1 out of there. Cross that 1 to the other corner.
I'm going to try that 4. Maybe he's playing safe back there.
Oh, he got the 7 out of there.
Yes, he did. Think he can still cut the 4. All right. Making some progress.
All right, things are opened up.
She's going to try to, I'm not sure, I guess pocket that 14 ball. No, maybe 13. Nice easy cut up the rail. Take your time. Ooh. At this level, you see a lot of people adjust into the diamond tables. They're a lot trickier. They are a smaller pocket, and the shelf just extends. And it's a harder table to play on. I know it took me.
Yeah, for a lot of people in this division, this is probably the first time they've ever played on a diamond table.
Mm-hmm.
Probably used to playing on valley tables with buckets for pockets and the heavy cue ball and the felt and the green felt on the table, that playing in mud, and
it's 50% beer and 50% dirt. Still green.
Playing on a diamond table with the cyclop balls and the Simonis cloth with the tight pockets is totally foreign experience.
It is really challenging. It's no Chinese 8-ball, but it is challenging. Here she goes. Looks like she's shooting the 10
only
ball.
Only masochists play Chinese 8-ball.
Ooh, man. Looks like she put a good stroke on that ball. I thought she'd cut it right up the rail, but a narrow miss. He's in a tough spot here. Not a lot going on. Don't think. Oh, I guess the 5 does cut in the side there. I think that's probably what he'll end up shooting.
5 in the side. Oof.
I think it goes.
And it gets you on the back side of the 1, so you can shoot the 1 in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
Could play the 4 ball here. It's a big reach, but that ball does cut.
All right, looks like he's decided on the 4. That's probably what I'd be shooting. I don't think I'd be taking a swing at that 5.
Is he playing the billiard? Ooh. I think he was playing the billiard and just cut it a little too much. I'm calling it. Angie is shooting the 15 ball before she even gets up there.
Really, you're gonna go out on that limb, huh?
I am. And she's going to pop up. You know, I'd love to see her pop up for that 10 ball, but I think she's going to come a little further forward.
Oh, hello, 9-ball.
There we go. What a nice shot. Take a look at it. She's going down table. Ooh, almost.
And has not left anything for Chris.
No, she hasn't, man. That's a tough cut on the 1 ball. I think the 1 passes, but
Really?
no fun on the 1.
Well, I guess that 1 does have a chance of sneaking past that 12.
It's a really fun shot. I mean, it puts the right kind of English on there, just thinning that ball. Where you can cut for the edge of the pocket, and it'll just lurch forward after it loses a little speed. Crispy and patient. It's an intense match going on next door, too. And not a lot of people recognize what close quarters these are, but these players are oftentimes just side by side. TV table, you get a little more room to work with.
All right, 1 in the corner.
Here we go. Ooh.
Well, at least he cleared the pocket for the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just moving things in position.
She likes that one by the pocket. All right, we're going with the 12 ball first. Don't want to hit this too hard and come across and scratch. Good shot. Well, 14 next. Nope, 10 ball. She's not afraid of the blue. Oh, man, nice try.
And look at this
Playing
cue ball.
safe again. Angie Gibson is just burying it.
She's doing this too often and too consistently for it to be accidental.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. Yeah, by this point you're used to safety players, but it starts to get inside your mind when you don't have a shot for several times at the table. Always kicking. I think he's going to kick into this 7 ball, I guess. Oh, a narrow miss.
No hit.
Man, and that's unlucky to not get that 1 ball, too.
All right, ball in hand for Angie.
Love to see her start with this 11 ball. Get
Yeah,
that out of the way.
That 11 is definitely the problem ball. If you could shoot the 11 and roll down for the 10, take care of your problem balls there. But
Yeah.
she's going to go with what she can reach.
Yes, indeed. Nice and easy here. Roll forward. Oh. Claiming pockets.
And looks like no shot for Chris, except for maybe that 5 in the side still.
Wow. 5 does still go on the side. He may be able to see the edge of that 1 ball. Maybe not.
I think I figured it out. I think I figured out how Angie chooses her shots. It's where am I going to leave the cue ball if I miss? I think that's her shot selection.
And it's been incredibly effective.
It has.
Yeah, she keeps either knocking him off the table or in the pocket. They're as good as made. He's calling the 1 ball. Both of them like the balls that are closest to the pocket, and I don't blame him for that one bit. That's a thin cut, though. Oh boy.
That's
nice try.
Good effort.
Bumps that 5 ball out of there. That's good news. Get towards the middle of the table. There we go. Taking the ducks.
All right, she called the 10 in the corner.
Cutting right down that rail.
Tough shot.
It is. Oh,
Handles
man.
it like a champ, though.
Made it look easy. She's got a great line on this 11 ball.
Did you see who won that game over there?
I didn't. I was just looking over there.
No, hopefully they'll
I
update
can
the
go
beads.
check.
Hopefully they'll update the beads.
Well, missing that last ball. Chris steps to the table. I think that one ball is as good as in. I think he's going to go with the one. Probably pop out for that 4 ball. Balls that hang in pockets are just far trickier than a lot of people acknowledge. Oh, we got a 2-fer. He doesn't want that ball to go in, but it did fall for him. But usually you're hitting such a thin part of the ball when you're cutting into the, like something right in the jaws. And boy, that cue ball just takes off like you saw there. I think you wanted to play that a little softer. And he's in a tricky spot again. I think he's got a bank on that 5 ball. He can play safe with it off the 3. But aside from that, I don't know really what he's got here. Nice, he tried to play that cut on the 5 ball, and it's a good shot. Not an easy one. All right, let's see what Angie can do. She's going to cut this 11 ball right in that side pocket. Hopefully leave herself good for the 14. It's a lot easier transition from the 14 to the 13 than the other way around. Nice, drills it. If I know Angie, I think she's going to take the 13 here, though. See her bump off this ball and come out a little bit for the 14. Hit this ball with a little more pace. Oh, man, it's almost in there. Good try. All right, Chris coming back to the table. They're having fun up here. All right, I think Chris is going to cut this 4 ball here. I think he wants to deal with the 3. 3 doesn't have a pocket down table, so he's blocked by that 13. But I don't like cutting that in the side from here. He could cut it all the way down table. I kind of like playing the 4 nice and easy and then taking the 3 next. We'll see what he chooses to do. You finally can see the balls, and man, there's just not an easy shot out there. I think the most advantageous shot here is to deal with a 3 ball, but sure don't like it. That's a long cut up the rail. Electing to go with that 5 ball. Oh. You're robbed. Let's cut that ball a little bit sharp. All right, coming off the 5. She likes that one. It cuts the ball well. All right. And we are being joined by a very special guest commentator, Michelle Hughes. Michelle, how you doing?
Hi, everybody.
What's going on?
Doing good. Just trying to wait around, keep my energy level up for my first match today at 10:30 p.m.
First match today at 10:30.
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah. Haven't played since 10:30 last night.
You played at 10:30 last night and tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Is this your 3rd match you played?
Technically, yes, because my first was a bye.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be my 4th.
So you're still on the top.
Yes.
Cool. Good for you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. First time been able to compete in a couple of years, so I'm excited.
Which division are you in?
Silver 2.
Cool.
Got my Fargo of 450. What?
What? Well, that's awesome. Why haven't you been competing?
Working. Been up in
Working.
the air a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
No tables on the planes, huh?
Yes. For those that don't know, I am a flight attendant, and I was new. And when you're new, you don't get time off to do pool tournaments, basically.
I'm going to ask a favor, Michelle. I need you to speak with the airlines about being able to fly with my cues.
Dude, you and me both. I keep
Yeah.
trying to tell them because they keep bringing on these huge fishing rods. And I'm like, if you can bring that on, why can't I bring my pool cue? But
Totally.
apparently they don't want to listen to me, so.
They don't want to listen to me either. I just about got arrested because they were going to take my cues from me, and I was like, not today.
Don't do that. Don't go to
Yeah.
airport jail. That is not a pretty place.
No, I know it's not. Oh, my gosh, she just cut that ball right in the side. Oh, and that's a rough roll, scratching. She just drilled it. Angie is firing. But she's leaving Chris ball in hand with 4 balls left on the table. That 3 ball still just squeaks by the 8. I think he should start with that 3 ball and take it up in the other corner. What do you think?
Are we watching this one?
This one over here. It's these guys.
Okay. I concur.
Yeah? Excellent. Catch her when she's not paying attention. I will rarely make the right call, but this is a rare day.
What did he say? Cool. What are we watching?
Yeah. Who are you playing at 10:30?
Some dude.
Some dude. I imagine you run into a lot of the dudes.
That's a common thing I have to say. Some dude. I don't know who I'm playing. Some dude.
How do you feel about the genderless everybody playing together, just going by Fargo?
Pros and cons. I enjoy it. It's cool. But it's always fun when we have our women divisionals and all that, just because it's a different kind of culture.
Yeah.
But I appreciate this too, because it gets there's more people to play.
Mm-hmm.
More people that I've never played before. Both are good.
Do you
Whatever.
find more women to be underrated players or men to be underrated players?
You know, you're coming at me when I am just getting back into the scene, so it's kind of hard for me to tell now that we're going by Fargo.
Totally. I haven't gotten to talk to you in a while, so I'm asking
I
a
haven't
bunch
been
of
here
questions.
in a while.
Yeah.
Throw them at me. I'll tell you what I know.
Well, it's good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Well, Chris has made it through a couple of these balls here. He's left himself a tough bank on the 3. I don't know if it gets by that 13. He may elect to play safe here. Nope, he's calling it.
Yes, Robert Perkins. You've had airlines tell you to check your Q case. That is going to be common. Them's the rules.
They never let me bring it on.
I know, it's disappointing.
I heard something about like an instrument loophole. You can convince them that it, oh my gosh, you just about drilled that bank. Oh, it was right on line, but it kissed. I heard that you can convince them it's an instrument so you can bring it on. That sounds like a stretch for me. I've never pulled it off.
Sounds like something I wouldn't try to fly past him.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do you have a normal route when you fly?
Oh God, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so new. So I'm with Alaska Airlines, and there's people that have been there for like 40 years.
Wow.
And so they fly whatever they want to fly.
Mm-hmm.
I fly when they call in sick, I go.
Wow.
I might get a couple hours notice. They call me at 2 in the morning like, hey, be at the airport at 5.
No way. Angie just drilled that ball. She cut it all the way up the table. That was a gorgeous shot and made the 3
Yep.
just for the heck of it.
With angle on the 8.
Yep. I tend to want to cut this ball with inside because I don't cut the ball real well. And I have the ability to scratch on this shot. Hopefully Angie does not share my ability.
She does not.
Ooh.
Woo.
She
Yes.
just drilled it. Those were 2 strong shots for Angie.
And she looks ecstatic.
Ooh. She's happy.
I love that she's rocking a dress.
Walk away. Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome.
It's
Like
been a
seeing
good
that.
match. And you rocking your jam-up dress?
Yes, yes. I really wanted to rock some jam-up gear, but I only wear dresses, so had to get these specially ordered with my name on the back, and it's hot pink. Because on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Wednesday is Pink Day? I had no idea.
It's from Mean Girls.
I
Well-
can't believe I didn't get that reference.
I'm shocked. Well, I have hijacked too much of your time. I should probably get ready for a match. It's supposedly in 15 minutes, but
Great.
we shall see depending on how.
What table are you playing on?
I believe 49, but again, it's one of those things that's been changing all day. So
Yeah. Well, Michelle Hughes, thanks for stopping by. I wish you the best of luck.
thank you. I will take all the luck I can get.
Yeah, shoot great.
All right, see you guys.
That makes sense. All right, Angie set to break here. She's up 2 games, man. She's out to a commanding lead. Looks like a good spread here for Angie. She's trying to cut that 4 ball. Angie is really warmed up, man. She's made some great shots here. Chris struggling to get started, but I think he's in a great position here too.
All right.
I've
Sorry,
seen him
guys.
shoot before.
Michelle Hughes has left the building. You're stuck with me in Summerfield.
No, wah. She got paid her chocolate and she's moving along. She's a strong player. Good ambassador of the game, too. People just excited to be around her. One of those good personalities.
Absolutely. All right, nice shot there,
It's
Chris.
a gorgeous cut.
All right, he's got shape on the 15. Roll forward for the 9. Then the 14 in that corner, and then the come back out.
12.
Come back out for the 12 in the side. Right.
Yeah, I think so, too.
We can work with this.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think he's got to start stringing some balls together. Angie up 2-0, but, I mean, Chris shoots the ball well. Definitely has a good chance to get on the board here. Really nice shot. It might have come a little bit too high for that 12, but you can just draw off this 14.
He's okay. Yeah, 14 to the 12 is. Yeah, you can go 14 to the 12 from here still. That's. Then to the the main thing is going to be 11 back. Going to the 11 and then back to the 8. But he's got to avoid traffic going from the 11 to the 8.
He's got a really nice run going here.
All right.
I do think he's just going to pop off this 14 up for the 12. Whoa, hold up, sugar. Oh, man. That was how I played pool all week. He must have been watching me play. Gosh darn it. It's just frustrating. I feel your pain, Chris. I feel your pain. All right.
Does that say 3-1 over there?
Yep.
Oh,
I updated it, yeah.
You're all over it. Sweet.
I don't know about all over it, but I got that one.
You were all over that one.
Yeah. See him cut this 11 ball right in the pocket. Oh, he was trying for the bank. It did look like there was a little window there. All right, and we're going to see Angie come to the table. Angie playing that 5 ball. She likes to, well, maybe not, maybe the 6. I think the 6 puts her in good position if she doesn't get behind that 5 too. Ooh.
Never a doubt.
Yeah, using the whole pocket.
She hit it good enough to make it. Anything extra is just wasted energy.
Yeah, unnecessary. I think she's shooting for that 7 ball. Maybe not. Maybe she's cutting the 1.
I think that 7's got a path.
I think she thought it did. It may have. She's proven that she sees it better than I do. You should have seen her last out. She fired a couple really nice shots. All right, Chris with less to work with out here. I think I kind of like starting with the 11 ball because you got more room to work with on the 12. I like cutting the 11 and then using the 3 to control my speed. are you? Saying hi to Darcy there. Another one of our strong female players and our ex-president of the BCA, the Western BCA, right?
Keep her away from Zuli. She likes to beat the crap out of him every time she sees him.
Ooh. This is Zool.
Zuli.
Zuli.
That's his name.
Related to Zool?
Yeah, because like he's a pool god.
I like it. Chris, nice shot.
All right, you called it and he executed it.
Played that well. Still is on the back part of this 12 ball, though, unfortunately, and that's not an easy shot.
All right, if he cuts this in with just center follow, I think that cue ball is going right into the 2 ball to help control his cue ball.
We're right into the back half of that 2 ball and right in the side. And that's
Oh, well, don't do that.
yeah. Even though I take stupid banks, I like this bank. You just bank that ball right in there, roll forward a little bit, and you got a perfect shot on that 8 ball. Just try to hang it in the pocket if you miss. Oh my gosh, great try. That's a tough shot. He shot it really well, just barely caught the point. Angie still got her work cut out for her.
All right, it's kind of do or die time now.
Good line on that 3 ball. Carry forward just a little bit, probably for the 1 next. Just hit that ball firm.
Just rocketed that ball in.
Yeah. All right. I like the 5 next. She doesn't like the reach. Taking the 2. Well, she's thinking about it. It's about at the halfway point. Oh.
Safe. Nope.
Nope.
Thought I might
Not
bump
this
it.
time.
Thought I might bump it for a nice little safety, but nope.
Wrong game. Yeah, things have changed since you've been gone. She's been firing balls in. Chris had that great run that we both saw. Hopefully he can just drift right up there for that 8 ball back in the corner pocket. Ooh,
does that 8 go by the 5? I hope so.
I'm not sure. He might be back cutting this. He might be cutting it in the side too.
It looks like the 8 has just enough room to squeak past the 5. Let's try the LittmanLights.com overhead cam.
Oh man, I don't know.
Looks to me like it goes.
Yeah, draw that line. I don't know. What do you think? Sitting here drawing the line on the monitor. Oh, you're totally right. All the room in the world.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. See it way better than I do.
It's because you have to tilt your head at just the right angle. That's how you can see it.
You do have a good head tilt. All right, cutting it in that side pocket. I kind of like that shot. If you catch the inside of the 2 ball, it still goes. Probably going to tie something up. I think we're going to see some safety play out of Angie here.
It's a free cut at this 7. If you can cut the 7 and try to get the cue ball down here for the 4.
Yeah.
If you miss, unless you get really unlucky, you're not going to leave him a shot on the 8.
Nice and easy, Angie. Here we go.
All right. Nice shot, Angie.
And it looks like all those balls still go. Maybe the 1 doesn't go in there. I don't think it does.
Should we watch the overhead on this kick?
Probably should. This is one that you almost want a ref to watch.
In case I have to rewind it for the replay, we'll go with the overhead. Oh man.
My gosh, he hit that ball near
you
perfect.
You hit that as good as you could possibly hit it without making it.
I can't believe that ball didn't fall. That was a great shot, Chris.
Andy's kind of tied up that 1-5 now also.
And it really is do or die time.
And Angie can't just leave the ball, down table again like before because he can cut that 8 in from down table.
Nowhere to hide anymore. Yeah, I don't think she can see enough to back cut the 5, can she?
The 5, I don't know.
I guess, she could still be on that same rail, that the 8-ball's on, she could play off the 4 and make him cut it down the rail. But that's...
All right, going for the bank and trying to get behind this 5-1 in case she doesn't make it.
Oh,
and
man. She almost got safe. I didn't even see that spot.
I was thinking it as she was lining up. I was like, wait, she can do this.
She can get back behind there.
So, yeah,
Hopefully Chris playing this nice and easy so he doesn't carry down. Oh, nice.
All right, Chris on the scoreboard.
Good shot.
2-1 in this race to 4.
He earned that one, especially with that kick shot.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't make that. He hit that so good.
Yeah, kick shot Chris, and what did you call Angie?
Action Angie.
Action Angie. That's right.
Kicking Chris and Action Angie. All right.
Well, these are some sweet jerseys you guys ended up with.
Yeah, some new
Get Lit, Littman Lights, and Jam Up Apparel shirts.
Yeah, nice. Some nice Jam Up Apparel, Littman Lights.
They're putting out some cool prints. They have a bunch of new prints coming out. Definitely worth checking out online if you guys haven't seen any of them.
I'm afraid to plug in the selfie cam over here. It might lose power again.
Wow, how'd you end up with this one?
Oh, that was a duplicate.
Double.
It was a duplicate that Rick Jones brought over.
It's a valuable little slip of paper there. More than my paycheck.
You better cash that paycheck before it expires.
I better. I'm going to look into it, tax purposes and all that kind of stuff.
Ah. Got to find the appropriate tax shelter first.
That's right. All right, there's that second ball break. Making another ball and a better spread this time.
That's a good break. He hit those better this time.
Yes, he did.
All right, so which solid are we shooting at,
Yeah.
the 5 or the 1?
I like shooting the 1. The advantage of the 5 is that you might get up into that 6-ball business, and that's your only real problem. I guess the 6-ball cuts down the rail, but it's a pretty small window.
Yeah, you gotta get down here.
I like the 1 for the 4, and then the 3 to deal with the 6.
Well, hey, good night, Stephen. You have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, is the chat over here too? I never really even see the chat. I should probably pay a little bit better attention.
I'm too poor. I can't afford to pay attention.
He's looking at that 5-ball. I'm pretty sure he has room to cut that 1. Yeah.
Yeah, the 1 goes. He's not on that 15. The 1 goes, but
Just carry forward past that 4.
he wants the 5. He wants to get that 6 out of there.
Oh, no.
Man! All right, table's still open.
I know that feeling all too well. I sat there and stared at a rack for about 5 minutes today and then missed my opening shot.
Yeah, you feel like an idiot when you do that. When you have a nice wide open spread, and you're sitting, you study, and then planning out your whole pattern. You planned it out all the way down to the 8-ball.
Oh yeah.
Then you get down and you miss your first shot.
People had waited on me. It was pretty embarrassing. I got a knack for that. Ooh, Action Angie barely pocketing that ball. I think she's going to come back for that 13 next. Going to be taken off this rail, so nice and easy here, Angie. Great shot. Come on, get legs.
More legs than that.
Yep, couple more legs. Shove her legs. Oh, I think
she's cutting the
she's got a cut on that.
She's
9.
cutting the 9. She's called
She
it.
sees those thin little windows. I like to scratch on this shot too. I hope she doesn't. Nope. Caught it a little bit full. Got back out to the center. Chris is looking good from here.
Yeah, and that 6-ball's opened up now.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 got a little bit more closed up, but it still goes to the left corner.
Yep, you definitely want to figure out how you're going to deal with that 5-ball. Can save it for last, but you want to have a plan. I would almost be tempted. Well, no, the one's an obvious first one. Pop out for the 4 next or take the 3? I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I want to deal with that 5. I was thinking come from the 1 to the 5 is what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then back up to the 4, and then the 3 and the 6, and then the 8 and the side.
And he saw that line. He definitely could have, but that's a big stroke through traffic, and I think he's going to want to get some of his stuff off the table here. I think he's seeing 4-3-6, and that just doesn't pay out for the 5 ball.
Unless he's going to try to take a swing at it from here.
Yep, that's it. That's a long cut. I think he's going to play it nice and easy. He's shown he's not afraid of a bank shot, so maybe he's thinking he's going to bank that ball back in the side. Good shot. He left himself an angle. He could be going right into that pack.
Or even come clear of those balls, bring the cue ball over by the 12.
Oh, man, he almost played the perfect nudge, too. Missed that ball, but he's probably glad he did. He didn't get on the 5, and that would have been a tough spot to be in. And really didn't leave a whole lot for Angie. Angie's got a tough cut in the side here. He's got a couple good safe opportunities. Just clarification for PV1209, rookie is not actually spelled. Is that spelled correctly?
Is what spelled correctly?
I believe that's a rookie, not rookie, if that's what you were implying. That's an IE.
That is correct.
Sweet, sweet irony.
Made a rookie mistake there by spelling rookie wrong.
I couldn't resist. Oh, Angie thought she had a line on that 15 ball and just barely missed it. All right, Chris is in a pretty good situation. If he pockets that 6 ball and gets past the 14, he should be out. I really like ending up shooting. Oh, it was a foul?
Oh, yeah, she pushed right through that with her cue stick. Yeah, double hit on the cue ball.
Oh, shoot, I missed it.
All right, well, Molly, Sherry's going to go run and find out that score.
Looks like Lana won that one. The beads haven't moved, and they're wrapping up, so we give Lana that victory.
All righty.
Got to play that 6 ball. It'll be interesting to see how he goes about it. Yeah, this is a tough spot, and you definitely want to make a good decision. You got ball in hand, only 3 balls left to go. I think he's thinking draw straight through that pack, right through that 14-11. But
yeah.
Boy, I'm good at getting stuck behind one of these balls.
Yeah, that takes confidence to come between those. Yeah, Robert was already confirming that after you walked away that match is over. That Scott Nelson won that.
Oh, that's a tough spot.
Yeah, you got your Fitbit on to measure those steps that you just used?
Well, he's going to either have to pull out the short cue or he's kicking at this.
Yeah, those are his options.
He could swerve it.
Okay, you are correct.
He could full cue jump it.
He could mass say it. Yes, that is correct. He could also take an intentional foul and tie balls up. He doesn't have to shoot at the 5.
That's about all of his options. I guess he could pocket an early 8 and just.
He could forfeit. That's another option.
I don't think we're going to see that. I think Chris is
highly unlikely.
One of the first 2 options I think is Chris's best plan here. I don't see a short cue out there, so I think he's going to be kicking.
Looks like he's looking at the 2-railer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's called the 5. And yeah, he's definitely looking at the 2-railer.
I like that 2-railer. If you get around the 8, you got a good chance of hitting this ball. He looks on a great line for it. Just don't want to hit too much English on this one. Just a little bit of running English.
Oh, is
oh
it
my
there?
gosh,
Is it?
look
Oh,
at that.
he got a hit.
Nice hit. And leaves her on the rail.
And left it tough.
Boy, that's how you miss right there.
All right, you shoot it. What is that? What is that ball over on that right rail? Is that 12?
12
That's
ball.
a 12. You shoot the 12, the cue ball's going to go forward and might even get him hooked behind the 8 or the 11 or something like that. So, yeah, I've learned her shot selection. She goes with the ones where highest probability of hooking them.
Yeah. Oh, you did call it. Yeah. She's been firing balls though, man. Gaining some pace. Gets over there. Oh, no way. She hit the gap.
Yes.
See what you did?
Yeah.
Called that one. All right. So
And
Chris has got a window here.
Yeah, and that 8 does go to the bottom left corner.
Still a tough shot here, though. It's a lot of distance. Got to think he's going to want to kind of pop this shot. Maybe not. Maybe he's rolling.
All right, he's looking pretty good on this 5.
Nice. Great shot. Yeah, here we go. Good look on this 8 ball. Looks like he's going to hit some draw on this ball. Man, nice shot.
All right,
Both
tied
these
up.
players
2
warming
apiece.
up and shooting good.
Hey, Wambra, thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you again later this week. You take care. All right, we got Chris at the table. What's he got to look at now? 10-11 combination. And this 13-14 over in the corner, not looking too hot. can cut the 9 over by that 11 and then try to loosen up some of these other stripes. I was thinking cut the 9 the other way so the cue ball runs into those, but all right, just rearranging things a little, opening up a little.
And I'm back.
And he's back. All right, action Angie.
Action Angie back cutting this 2-ball. I haven't seen her take a lot of back cuts.
Oh man.
That's a tough roll. It's a small pocket from there. I'm surprised she got
But
in.
she's really tied up these stripes. This is...
Totally has.
She's got a knack for that. I mean, they were already tied up. She just made it just a little bit worse.
Doesn't look like the combo's on her. I'd say maybe take the 14 into the 4-13.
All right, so...
Maybe deal with that 9-ball right now.
Shoot the 13 into the 4, just open things up and just try to leave this cue ball down on this bottom rail. Even back under the 2 would be fine.
Yeah, I like that.
Just open this up and leave the cue ball on the bottom rail.
Getting the 10-ball out of there. That's definitely one of your problems. However, it's not going to be a problem once that 11's dealt with, and that 11 doesn't go anywhere. Oh, man.
Well, you got the cue ball to the end rail.
He took that part of your advice, yeah.
Although that 5-3 looks dead, if she can see it, which I think she can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she can.
I think she can too.
All right,
Yep,
she's
pointing
calling
at
it. She spotted that right away.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. All right, that 1 goes. The 7 goes. She can.
Yep, 7 goes. She may be able to nudge that ball. She doesn't actually need to. Her 2-ball goes there too. She hit it far enough she could try and deal with the 4-ball right now. Angie plays these nice and easy usually though. Oh, she stays out of the pocket though. That's a good sign. And
true to form.
Not left a whole lot.
All right.
Man,
I'm
Chris
still
stepped on the
going.
table.
I'm still going with my original thought, which was shoot that 13 into the 4, open that stuff up, and leave the cue ball down in this bottom rail.
Underneath the 2, yeah.
Yeah, back under the 2, or
As
just
long as you
anywhere.
don't leave a cut on the 2.
Anywhere on that bottom rail.
Yep, I like that. I think he's looking at the other balls and not really looking at the, well, not looking at the 13, but looking past that. I think he wants to play this combo. I think he likes that the 13 is blocking the 4-ball. Gives him an insurance ball. That 9-ball looks tight too. Call the 10-ball?
I thought he said call the 10.
Yep, he's going to back cut this 10.
Okay. It just seems it's weird. He spends 2 minutes lining up these balls over here, and it says, "I'm going to call a 10." So, what?
We
And
drilled
and
it.
he just swish.
Yeah, nice shot. Oh, just don't hit that 15 up here. You're not allowed. Not allowed past the side pocket.
Yeah,
He does have a line on that 11 ball.
Yeah, we already have plenty of stripes down at this end of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need any
No
more.
business. There you go, taking that 11. Hopefully hitting this ball with some pace to get over, break some of these out. Oh, just not enough of an angle. Doling out the chocolate, true to form. Thank you very much, Kevin. I'll save it to not be suckling on it in the microphone.
Thank you.
I kind of like banking this 6 ball, opening stuff up, And
He's stripes.
oh, he stripes. That's right. I kind of like banking this 9 ball and doing the same thing.
Yeah, you said 6, just the upside down 6.
Yeah.
It was on the table. It was upside down. It looked like the 6. He really meant the 9. I know.
Periodically, I'm colorblind. Yeah, I like that 9 ball bank.
Not bank the 9, drag that cue ball right into that 413, open that stuff up. Or it goes, kind of like tickies, off the 14 and then off the 14 into that 430 and just open all of it up.
What do they call that? The machine gun shot? Oh,
Well,
get it. Darn it. Good try. Action Angie stepping to the table, and she's got a good shot on this 2 ball. Real natural line to come out for the 7 or the 1 next. Taking that pocket. Oh, she even said, that's my pocket now.
My pocket now.
Little friendly trash talking between players. All right, I think Chris is probably going to take this 9 ball. I don't know what it gets him at this point, but it is an open shot. And I think that he can leave himself with a little bit of an angle to get back from the 15 to break those balls out. Good shot. Oh, it's a little too far. I think you can still do the same shot. I think you can still back cut the 15 and hopefully get to that head rail. Boy, that's close.
And just kick at the bottom side of this 13. Open it up a little bit. Leave the cue ball
right underneath.
Leave the cue ball on the 13. Maybe even get her hooked on the 2. If not, say I dare you to try to run out. And if not, my stripes are out in the open.
Went for it. 15 has passed the midway mark.
What did we tell you about the bringing the 15 past the side pocket?
I did specifically say that. That is not a loss of game.
We said to not to.
I see a combo coming up here. I think probably the 7 ball's going into that 2, maybe the 1 ball. Yep.
Looks like she's shooting a 7.
Lining up that 7, nice and easy. Hopefully you hang it right there after you make the 2. Gotta wait just a little bit. And she's left herself, well, a bank shot. I think she's got a cut on that 6, but she's going right for that 7. I think she likes the back banks. Oh, playing the carom to break it out.
There it is.
And
that
gets
counts.
it out of there. That's awesome.
That counts.
Nice shot. It's got a line on that 5 ball, yeah?
Looks like it. Let's check that overhead.
I think that's what she's called. She's going for it. Sneak right by there. Ooh, man, playing safe.
Maybe she didn't have enough of it. But yeah, has not left much of anything.
That's a sweet safe shot. You know, it muffles your cue ball. It sits it right there. He might have a cut on this 15 ball, but it's close.
That's a pretty tight pocket over there. He's got half a pocket.
Oh, man. That is not a cut that I like to be taking. That's tricky. But there's not a whole lot else to do. He could still attempt to kick under there, but he's got a little tougher line. He's going for it. Oh, hold up. There you go.
All right. Starting to open things up a little.
I like his position here. You think Angie's going to fire another one of those back banks, or you
Like
think
bank
she's
to
got
4,
to
you
cut
mean?
him? Yeah.
Bank to 4 and break out the 6.
I'd love to see it, man. Bank it and run out.
All right, Angie.
Just waiting on Steve's rear end over there. All right, she's
All right,
got her spot.
She's marking her pocket.
She's not even looking at the cut. She's just going right for that bank. Oh, she's considering it. No, going with the 1 ball.
Changed her mind.
Yeah, it might not be there. Oh, get out of there. Gosh darn it. I like that shot. I end up shooting a lot of back cuts. I'm always on the wrong side of balls.
I just noticed
So-
Angie uses one of those chalk holder things, the kind that you stick in your pocket, but she has no pockets, so she just has to carry it around with her.
That's a good idea. At least you know which one's yours.
Yeah, you're not don't worry about someone stealing your chalk because, oh, I didn't know that one was yours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess you could do that magnetic thing, the Predator magnetic chalk.
Yeah.
Those things are pretty cool. Magnets are scary powerful. Friend Steve out of Eugene on the table next door. Looking like he's gone 4-4. Hill in their race. That's exciting. All right, so with ball in hand, let's see Chris get out here. It's a nice shot. As long as he can keep these controlled, just nice, easy shot on the 13. Should be able to drift up for the 8 ball pretty easily. These outs can turn on you so quickly, though.
All right, Chris, you got this. 13, 15, leave yourself some angle on the 15, come up for the 8. Or even if you leave yourself straight on the 15, you can still just put the 15 in and shoot the 8 in the side. You got this.
Oh, shoot. Well, you took your angle a little bit too to heart.
You said leave angle.
I think a lot of people end up kicking this ball. I think the cut's there, but man, that is tight. Yep. What do you always say in a situation like this? Kick it in and run out?
Just kick it in.
Just kick it in and run out.
That's what we always say.
Yeah.
Oh, just kick it in. That's all you got to do. Just kick it in.
I think you're onto something. Yeah, that's a thin cut there.
And the cue ball goes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make this kick, then the crowd goes crazy.
Yes, they do. Just don't end up behind the 4.
Yeah,
Drill this kick and roll up. Oh, get it.
Did he get a hit?
No.
Did it wiggle?
I think you missed it. It's a great try for it, though. That's about all you can do at that point. All right, Angie stepping to the table.
Come on,
What do you
action.
think she's going to start with?
Come on, action, Angie.
Knowing that she likes the short range, I'd like her to start with that 6 ball.
I'd like her to start with a 6-2, but something tells me she's going to start with like the 1 ball.
Nope, the 4.
We were both wrong.
Yep. She's keeping us guessing.
Yeah, I'd like to start with this. I'd like to see her start with the 6, but starting with the 4 is perfectly fine if you can go from the 4 to like the 1 and then the 5 and then come back for the 6, 8. Or the 5 and then the 1 and then the 6.
Or 3, yeah. Oh, that's the 5, yeah. Maybe I am colorblind. Nice, easy line. It's a great. Oh, man, I thought it was in. And
Right.
she leaves Chris end to end.
Naturally.
It's a smart shot. Man, she just continues to put Chris in tough spots. Probably not going to kick this ball in. I think you're going to end up trying to cut it. And you do have some good safety opportunities here. Can just cut it a little bit fat, leave it by the pocket, blocking that pocket from the 6 ball, and hopefully roll it behind the 8. I think that's about your best plan. Probably going to leave a cut on something, but not too much. Hey there, Sherry. How you doing?
Hey, Summerfield, how are you?
Doing well.
Almost done here today.
Yep, we're getting there. This Angie's been playing some tough safes on Chris. He's hasn't had a good look in a while. He just went for it.
Don't kiss
And
off
I
that
don't
one.
blame him. Yeah, don't kiss off that one. I like Angie shooting the 5, but I think she's probably going to take the 1.
Yeah,
She likes a little less distance there. Hopefully she can pop a little bit off that rail and come out for the 5 ball. Ooh, man. A perfect cue ball. She got right out there. All right, Chris. He's got a cut on this 15. It's his first good look in a while. Kevin kept saying that she was able to play safe every time he walks away, and all of a sudden he's got a wide open shot.
Yeah, well.
Something to that.
See if he's able to control this. Is he going to slide off of it? Try to. That 6 ball can get big. He's just going forward with it. Shoot it in the side.
That's probably smart. I think he's going to bank this ball. He has shown that he likes to bank,
Oh,
and he shoots them smooth. It's definitely a cut for me, too, even as a banker. But is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I prefer the cut here, but I prefer to cut a ball almost over banking 95% of the time.
So much can happen when you bank.
Uh-huh.
Especially you get nervous, clinch up a little bit, changes the whole stroke.
Well, yeah, or, and maybe you're not really in danger here of like a 2-rail bank on the 8 with that angle. No, he's cutting it straight
Nice
in.
shot. Beautiful. All right, and after being down 0-2, Chris coming back to take the 3-2 lead.
Yeah. That kind of puts a little stake in your heart, hurting in your heart when you've been up, when you were up like that. Now here you are, so.
Man, yes it does, and he's breaking. That's big. Neither player breaking and running right now, so I don't think we're in too much of a threat of that, but they've had some really, really difficult clusters to deal with.
Yeah, and you really don't expect to see breaking and running at this level.
Yeah.
These, guys are out here, they're spending, it costs a little bit of money to come down here and do this and stuff, and they're, willing to test their mettle against people of the same caliber.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said for that.
I think it's awesome.
There's a lot of people who are too afraid at this level.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh no, what will I do? Well, everybody's so closely classed now because of the Fargo rate in these divisions that you can now. We're afraid they're going to be embarrassed. These people don't care. They're like, no, I'm going to go out there and see if I can do it.
Well, and the fact is, I think I'm embarrassed about something I do every single time I come out here. I try to not focus too much on that. I try and focus on playing as well as I can and not get rutted out and the things that I did that I feel silly for. I mean, you got to make those mistakes, and I think that's really what develops a player. And it does take, some mettle to step up and play. So I look around the room, and I'm consistently impressed with all the people that show up.
Yeah.
It's an intimidating event. 80 tables in a single room.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the best players in America here, at least on the West Coast.
Guy Smiley, our commentating is, we don't have crystal balls up here. We're not trying to guess what, we're thinking, this is what they could do, but our commentary is more for you and how we see the table, and not that we think that the players are going to run out these shots. This is from where they are right now. This is what we see. So the comments and the commentating is for the viewers, and to educate you, and maybe the people who are out there playing, that when they go back and watch this, that they learn something from what we've said.
I didn't see the comment.
Thought that we should tailor our comments for a lower skill level, because you're planning a run out like you think they're actually going to run out, but that's not what it is. This is the way we see the run out from here.
Yep. Yeah, that's about all we can do is see it how how we see the table. And
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite things about this game is how unique everyone sees the table. There's a million ways to skin a cat, and there's a whole lot of ways to run this table.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a nice try. I like solids there also. And it is still open, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Yep, I believe so. So I think Chris is going to take solids here. Probably cut that. Oh, never mind.
Shooting a stripe.
There we go.
Let's see what this table looks like from over here.
Yeah, he's got to cut on that 11 ball. And he could take the 12 next. He's got to deal with that cluster down there. Yeah, I think the 14.
Come out for the 15.
It's a good shot.
It looks like the 9 may have a path to that hole, too. It looks like it's in the clear.
Oh, man. That looks like a set winning key ball right there if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
I think probably come off that 15 and hopefully out for the 12 ball on the side. Maybe
Yeah.
just push out a little bit for the 11 down in the corner.
Yeah, that's what he'd like to achieve here. Dylan wants to know how we qualify for this tournament. Well, you have to qualify out in the Pacific Northwest. There are leagues in Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. You play in one of those for 8 weeks, pay your dues, and pay your entry fees, and come on down.
Taking that shot on the 11 ball. And I think he does have a cut on that, or a path on the 9 ball. I think that's what he was playing for.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tight window, though.
Oh,
He just stepped right up to it.
yeah.
I guess he could have been coming around.
Yeah, it looks like it's got room to go through.
I think he's saying, watch this hit. He knows it's going to be close.
Yeah, we're watching it. That was a good hit. Bump. It's okay. He can still shoot to 12 here.
Oh, man, that is a bummer. He got hooked up on that. But you take this ball nice and slow, and you still got a cut on the 15.
Yeah, just roll it in, even if you've got a cut from the other end of the table.
Mm-hmm. Just don't want to hit too hard and end up on the other side of the table. Nice and easy.
Oh, he's trying
Oh,
to
he
come
got
up
around
underneath it.
Beautiful shot.
Oh, does he
Does he have the room?
Does he have it? It looks like he's got this.
Oh,
I
man.
mean,
It's
just
close.
barely got it. And if he doesn't, he can attempt the bank. The cue balls should come out of there. Oh, Kevin's showing you the tricks. It looks like he might just have it.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Edge of that ball.
Yep. It's close.
It is very close. He's lining up like he's got it.
Yeah, and Robert is correct. There are regional tournaments throughout the country.
Great shot.
Oh, and I think there's just enough room for this
He's
8 to
sneaking
pass.
that by on the side, huh?
Oh, or even up in the corner. But I think, yeah, you cut it into the side.
I think so.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful not to scratch.
But the Western BCA is one of just a couple around the country that you actually have to qualify in their area in order to be eligible. All the rest of them, as long as you are a BCA qualified member, player, then you can show up and play, like the Michigan State tournament where we live, the Wisconsin, the Texas, and there's a couple others throughout the country that anybody that's BCA qualified can show up and play.
And is that qualified or just a member?
You have to have your 8 weeks in.
You
have,
do?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be, and of course in good standing and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah.
Yep, they're not flexible on that, but they are flexible on different. I mean, league operators just do so much for their players.
Yeah, they do.
We're really fortunate with ours. Boy, he's got a thin cut on this 8 ball.
Oh.
You know that cue ball's just going to go sailing.
Did he call the side? Yeah, he's called the
did,
side. You
yeah.
can tell by the way. You got to
Oh,
hit
he
it.
hit
It was
the
on the way. You got to
perfect
hit
line.
it. Go up and down and up and down and up and down with the cue ball.
Yeah.
It was perfect line.
I know what he's thinking, though. That's scary, just firing that ball.
Yeah, but now look at where, it's
Mhm.
going to be so easy for Angie to just tink around a little bit here and hide him from that because it's behind that, it's in there with that
yeah.
5-4. And I can't believe she's shooting at this 6.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, you know what she's done is she's blocked the 8 ball from going in that side pocket.
yeah.
And that is a huge shot.
She's now going to attack this 2 ball here, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And does she have him hooked too?
I think she has him hooked. I think he can see an edge of that 8 ball, but you're going right in the side pocket. Oh, man. What a swing. He's still in good position, though. She's got a lot of balls on the table and a couple little quirky transitions. The 2-1 isn't easy.
Oh, I think if I'm going to be kicking at this ball, I'm going to call this upper left-hand corner just in case the ball goes.
Because you think it could kiss and bank
Yes.
over there? Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you hit it full, it could bank across corner.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because you want to hit this with a little bit of pace if you're coming off that side rail in case it hits the 5 or something like that. To make sure that you get a rail. And because you're hitting it with that pace, if you hit it clean, you might as well call the pocket that it's going towards.
Yeah. Oh, he's calling the side pocket, so he is kicking it. That's tough.
I'd be wanting somebody to watch this one, that's for sure, if he's kicking this in the side.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be close one way or the other. It's like he's lining up a little long. Oh, my gosh. That is the second kick that he's almost just drilled in that side pocket.
That's, yeah, nice effort. But you see, if he hits it a little bit shorter than that, that line was going to be good towards the side pocket.
You're right.
And now he's out in the open completely, and Angie's got some work to do.
Yes, she does. Boy, and the nerves really start getting to you.
Yeah.
I mean, this is on the hill.
Yeah, well, she's getting
But
right after it.
She's not afraid. She's shooting right at that 7 ball. Not backing down at all. Oh, get in there.
Well, I think we're going to have another look at this ball towards the
try.
other side pocket now.
Yep, he's going to try and cut that 8 ball right in the side there. Hopefully follow the cue ball down and leave it on the rail.
Hey, Nicole. Nicole Denisi says, hi, Sherry in Summerfield.
Oh, well, hello.
I remembered how to say your name this time. It's only because it's
Denisi.
only been a few months and not, from March to October. And from October to March, I can remember.
One of those transitions works.
Yeah, the other one, it's a little bit too long, but there you go.
That's it.
That's your
wow,
match.
Chris stealing the steal.
Yeah, coming back 4 in a row, sealed this game.
That's huge.
Yeah, well, Sherry Ross and Summerfield Havner.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you
signing
for
out.
being with us again today. Thank you all for joining us. This is the end of our broadcast for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Tell all your friends. Good night.
Cheers.